Have you ever wondered why some people seem to accomplish all of their goals while you constantly spin your wheels just trying to get your daily to-do list done? Do you sometimes feel unorganized and unproductive? If you struggle with getting things done, you are not alone. I'm Tamara Hartley, your advice guru and how-to coach. Today I'm sharing some real strategies to help you conquer your to-do list and finally get more done. Why do you have such a hard time getting things done? If you're like me, you've read tons of articles and books and blogs on how to be more productive, and you've tried just about every time management app and productivity tool on the planet, yet you still find yourself overwhelmed and failing to get things done. Despite your best efforts and your intentions, your to-do list seems to keep growing instead of shrinking. I believe the reason that so many of us have trouble getting things done is because of how we view and approach our to-do list. So today I want to share 6 strategies to help you become more productive and to help you get things done. 1. Change your mindset. I know it can be hard to get yourself motivated and psyched up about mundane and routine tasks, but that's only because you have not changed your mindset about what needs to be done. For instance, maybe you need to get your office or your home organized. Matter of fact, let me use myself as an example. I recently went through a total home renovation, and right now I really need to reorganize my kitchen and get my cabinets in order. This is a small, mundane task. Does this excite me? Not so much. But when I think about what I will gain by actually organizing my kitchen cabinets, my perspective begins to change a little bit. Watch this. So, what will I gain by organizing my kitchen and my cabinets? 1, I'm making it easier to cook dinner for my family. Having everything in its place means less time for me looking for things and being prepared. 2, I'm cutting down on my prep time, the time it takes to food prep and clean up. 3, I'm also making it easier for my children or my husband to pitch in and help me out. When thinking about the benefits I will gain getting the kitchen organized, it becomes easier to complete the task. Now, does this become more exciting? Maybe, maybe not. But at least I'm clear on what needs to be done and the benefits of actually getting it done. Now, of course, I just made all those benefits up off the top of my head. And if I sat down, I could probably think of some real ones. But you get where I'm going. And though this is a very simple example, you can use this same mindset technique to get just about anything done. Instead of simply giving yourself a boring list of chores or making a long list of things you have to do, make a list of benefits. Who doesn't like benefits? List the benefits that your spouse, you, your family, or your coworkers, or whoever else are going to get once the task is complete. Approaching your to-do list by focusing on the benefits versus your current desire, mood, or motivation, it gives you an incentive to take action so that you can reap the benefits. 2, avoid false productivity. What is false productivity, you might ask? It's doing unnecessary work or action when you should be focused or doing something else. Yes, you're busy and you're productive, but you're not productive in the right way. You're not focusing on your priorities or the things that are crucial to your progress and for you moving forward at work or in your business and even in your life. For instance, it's doing your dishes when you should be working on a project. I have been so guilty of this one. I work from my home office, and there have been times where I have been completely derailed by a dust ball that I happen to catch out of the corner of my eye. And before I know it, I'm sweeping, dusting, and cleaning instead of meeting a deadline or some other important task. Don't get me wrong, the dust ball needs to be handled, but there's a time and there's a place for everything. Schedule time to do both, a time to clean and a time to focus, but don't confuse or mix the two. Prioritize and stick to it. 3, focus on execution and not just ideas. In other words, don't get caught up, sidetracked, or distracted by your many thoughts and ideas. How many of you have set out to do one task, then you get another bright and shiny idea, and you switch to another project, only to get another idea? Before you know it, it's the end of the week, and nothing has been done because you've given more attention to the idea than the actual execution and completion of your priority. While creativity and ideas are necessary, Execution is crucial for progress. Finish before you're off to a new thing. If you become bored or unfocused, take a break, but don't jump ship. If you get a new idea, write it down for later. Focus on completing one task or idea before starting or jumping onto another. 4. Get organized. Prepare your space and ensure that you have the specific tools, supplies, and materials to get started. How many times have you sat down to work only to discover that you didn't have any paper or that you couldn't find a pen to write with? You should be organized and prepared beforehand so that you don't have to stop in the moment, to wait, or find an excuse to throw away the task. When you or your space is unorganized, it's easy to stop or divert your attention. If you want to get a job done correctly and quickly, it's easier if you start out having the tools you need handy and by having a clean and organized space. 5. Plan your day. Know what needs to be done and then write it down so that you have a concrete plan when you start each day. Limit your to-do list to 3 to 5 items and no more than 3 total lists. 1 for home, 1 for work, and 1 for your personal life. Many times we have a to-do list for work or for home, but we don't have one for our personal life. We have to include ourselves in our schedule so that we can have some time and energy, have some me time so we can regroup and regenerate. We don't want to burn out. Limiting your to-do list and what needs to be done in a given day will prevent you from feeling useless and worthless or like I have got nothing done today if you don't complete your to-do list. Have you ever felt that? You get down on yourself or you start feeling overwhelmed and then you just completely shut down and then you really get nothing done. 6. Stop planning and start doing. Now, this may seem contrary to strategy number 5, but it's not. You definitely need to plan, but you can't live in this phase forever. You can't wear yourself out with the planning to the point where you have no energy left for execution. While you need to be prepared, you also need to take action. If at any point your quest to gather materials and get ready, if it starts to threaten you from getting the job done, stop planning and start working. Get more done by getting more done. I hope I have changed your perspective on how you view and tackle your to-do list. I hope that you got something from this episode that you can really use to make some positive changes in your life. If you've enjoyed this episode, please be sure to like it and comment below and share with others who struggle with getting things done. And make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss an episode. I would love to hear from you. Let me know how you put this information to use in your life. You can connect with me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at I'm Tamara Hartley. Also, let me know if there's a topic you would like for me to cover. I love getting your comments, your feedback, and your suggestions. Thanks for spending this time with me, and I'll see you in the next video.